we are sort of moving at this phase, sort of this week is sort of the last formal week of what we call the Get Smart phase. And as we talked about early on, the Get Smart phase is really designed, it's something that kind of authors who have done this before really do, in that many people think when you write a book, you sit down and you just start writing, right? That's kind of what you have in your head, right? Like, I got to write a book, inspiration strikes, you sit down and write. And I think what's interesting to sort of see is that oftentimes what happens to writers is they may sit down and start writing, and they may kind of get that initial push, and they're doing some content, they're getting some stuff down, and they sort of hit this wall where they're like, wow, I don't know what else to write anymore. And so if you talk to authors who've done this before, they talk a lot about really like being patient to figure out what the book is about. And that's a lot of what we've been doing for this first month, is spending some time investing in these things. And so we've been doing a bunch of interviewing, we've been doing some research, and really like, you're not gonna just stop this phase. Like, it's not gonna be like, oh gosh, now Laura, you just write, like that's all it is. But instead what you're gonna start to see yourself doing is you're gonna starting to sort of incorporate the research parts of it into the writing more directly. So we're gonna be moving into this second phase. We're gonna be creating content and stories as sort of the next part of what we're doing along the way. So as we talked about before, the biggest thing that we want to sort of set ourselves up for success on over this first month is this idea of starting to use the concept of interviewing, either these primary interviews that you've been doing, talking to people, as well as secondary interviews, to set yourselves up with plenty of content to have to write and create. And so that's really what we've been doing sort of over the last few weeks, is sort of setting ourselves up